Right. Guten Morgen. It's 7 minutes past 10 on Tuesday. I've not got a clue, to be honest. Fly me face there. But yeah, so anyway, this is just one of my new videos to add to my blog. I'm still trying to get all of this trying to get used to uh, this whole video thingamajig. It's like a fucking right idiot, don't I? Anyway, let's fucking start. I wanted to talk today, or get off my mind, or whatever. My like kind of anxiety or panicky kind of feeling or whatever. So when I was about 15 or so, in my last year of high school, uh, I uh, we were doing sports one day, like PE, whatever you want to call it. And we were playing basketball and stuff like that. And we went into the change rooms afterwards to get ready and stuff like that and go for lunch or whatever the fuck we were doing. And we I sat down and I started feeling breathless and stuff like that. I couldn't see. Long story short, uh, my one of my best friends, Ian, like looked after me and stuff like that. He got all the teachers and everything. Like paramedics came and I had a panic attack. I had 6 weeks off school, and over the 6 weeks I had another few more. Uh, why I had them, I've not got a fucking clue. Uh, they said it could have been stresses of GCSEs. Doubt it. Could have been like lack of sugar levels, but like running like fucking crazy in circles. My mates to this day like take the piss out of me, say that if I run in too many circles, I'll have a panic attack. Bastards. That and then over the course of and since I left school up until I can't remember now, it must have been about 3 years ago now. I had one or two. It must have been about in between 3 to 6 panic attacks. Some quite bad, some not so bad. And and then up until my last one, which is the day of like I had an interview at MMU University a few years back to get into university, and that I had one then in the morning, and that was the last one. Uh, and I think it's had this effect on me, this huge effect on me of where I overthink things. And when you overthink things, you get anxiety and all the rest of it, and then you start feeling a bit fucking shit, really. Uh, I went to Hong Kong last year. I worked in Hong Kong last year for 2 months. A fantastic uh, interior architectural firm called Atelier E. And when I was over there, on my way over there, I was meeting my best friend Nathan at the airport. On the first flight, because I did a transfer flight from Manchester to Doha in Qatar, and Qatar to Hong Kong. On the way, 3.5 hours into the flowers. Fuck am I about? 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours into the flight, I started to feel a bit tired. I woke up like really dizzy. I couldn't really see much. Everything was like really blue. And then I walked to the back of the plane. I was on my own. This is the first time I've ever flown on my own. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the greatest flyer. Not the greatest flyer. I walked to the back of the plane and I fucking fainted. Absolute fucking donut. And then I woke up. I was like, shit, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. And they were like, don't be daft. Like, I started laughing and all the rest of it. I felt alright. I felt a little bit embarrassed. But I think that had a huge effect on me. The way when I was in Hong Kong, I was scared to go places on my own and stuff like that. And that had a huge effect on my anxiety and being on my own a lot around crowded people. I don't know what the fuck it is. Like, it was. I don't know. Like, really strange feeling. Like your heart starts pounding, you get sweaty. Not got a clue why the fuck you're going on. Like, I think it was almost being afraid of being embarrassed in front of anyone or like fainting in front of loads of people and caring too much about what they think. When really I shouldn't give a fuck what they think. Like, well, not less nice people, whatever. But I mean, yeah, like, and it's had a huge effect on me. But since my near-death experience, like my accident, which I do keep on cropping up, like the reason why I keep on bringing it up is because it's had such a profound effect on me. It's because since then, and having such a near-death experience, I don't know how or why, but it seems to have eradicated like what feels like 80 to 90% of my panicky anxiety feeling when I move crowds on my own and stuff like that. I'm not too sure why. Whether it's because I had blood pouring out my fucking head and mouth and all the rest of it, and I was in a complete state of unconsciousness and just openness, like, and then I honestly don't know. I've not got a fucking clue, but I'm hoping what I can say about this is other people can relate to this, and if anyone wants to talk about it to me or wants to chill sometime or whatever and talk about it, maybe help them get over their fears or whatever. Because maybe it doesn't need a near-death experience to get over something like anxiety or panic attacks or whatever. But I mean, yeah, it's had a profound effect on me, and especially since my accident, it seems to have gone down so much. Because I spent a few weeks at home and stuff like that, because I'm trying to nurse my injuries and all that shit. Like, but I have noticed since I've been going back into the city more, because where I live I live in a place called Stockport in Marple, which is near like quite a lot of hills and stuff, and it's absolutely fucking beautiful. I've noticed since going back into the city more, I've become more stressed again. Because after my accident, I was very chilled out, with like lots of time to relax and think and all the rest of it. I've noticed going back into the city is just brought that panic and anxiety, being on my own around crowds and thinking too much when I'm on my own and thinking I'm gonna faint, thinking I'm gonna fucking pass out for some odd reason. Like I've noticed it's coming back a bit more, and like ever since my accident, I can't fucking stand the city now. Like there's just so many people and greed and money and pollution and fucking hell. Like you walk down Market Street in Manchester, which is like the main street. It's like fucking Britain's Got Talent. Like, yeah, these kids are cool and everything, like doing backflips and fucking standing on one leg and all the rest of it. But all these crowds just like fucking gathered and stared as if they've like just witnessed fire, like fire for the first time, like, and it's like, yeah, these kids are talented and stuff like that, and like, yeah, have a look. And to be honest, I don't know what the fuck I'm getting at the moment, but I know a few other people who work and live in the city can relate, like how much of a nightmare it is going in the city at weekends, especially, like, and it being busy and full of fucking mad shit, like, but yeah, sorry, so being around these crowds, especially in the cities, brought it back a bit, but like I said in the middle, I live in a place called Marple in Stockport, like South Greater Manchester, Cheshire, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and I'm so much more calm and relaxed, like, because we're a lot closer to like nature and the hills and greenery and all the rest of it, like, and this gives me a bit of a buzz inside. I presume, I don't know, like, I've heard somewhere it can release like some sort of I think it's serotonin or oxytocin and stuff, like, it can, when you look at trees and stuff, like, it can release like some sort of good vibes or whatever in your mind or something, I'm not too sure. But I mean, yeah, like, regarding like my panic attacks and my anxiety and stuff, I'm not really fucking good at talking to a camera. I'm pretty fucking shit, to be honest. I'm better with talking to actual humans, not fucking camera. But yeah, it's affected me massively, like, in many ways, in more ways than one. And yeah, I mean, if there's anyone out there that who wants to get in touch with me or whatever and like talk about it, get off your mind, 'cause that's the best thing you can do. Like, knowledge is best when shared, and like talk to people about it. Like, get out of your mind, because when you get out of your mind, that's the first step. Like, when you start talking about it and stuff like that, especially like other people, like, and yeah, that's it for now. Like I said, like, if there's anything you can recommend, like, maybe you want me to, if I'm mumbling fucking comment on me saying stop mumbling, you bloody idiot, like, because I'm known to mumble now and again. Anything, any advice, anything I could talk about, anything at all, then please like drop us an email, get in touch with us somehow. Nice one. Peace.